My name is Oz, and I'll give you my opinions on gay marriage.
So what are your opinions? Are you for or against same-sex marriage?
I am against homos, and my reason why is I think God made us for, I think He made us so we could like women, not men, or vice versa. I think that we should stick to opposite sexes, not the same sex. I don't think that's healthy for young kids, children. I think the generation's going to get messed up if we allow homosexuals.
Okay, thank you.
Hey Maya.
Hey, my name's Jeremiah Smith, and I'm a senior at Rim of the World High School.
So are you for or against same-sex marriage?
I'm against same-sex marriage
Okay. What is your reasoning for against same-sex marriage?
because God made Adam and Eve and not Adam and Steve.
Anything else?
Well, since God made Adam and Eve, a man and a woman, they were able to reproduce, and that's the whole point of life. If you're married to someone with the same sex, you can't even reproduce. So I don't believe that a marriage should be something like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
And another point is, I don't want my kids to walk through the halls one day at school and see a lesbian couple or a gay couple making out in the hallway. That's just disturbing, and I don't want my children to be around that kind of environment.
So, what's your name?
I'm Isaac, senior at Rimmergold High School.
I have a question for you. Are you for or against same-sex marriage?
I'm against.
Can you tell me why?
Yeah, I just don't think it's morally right. I think God made man and woman for a reason.
Yeah.
And I just think it's, one, disgusting, and two, just wrong in general.
Yeah.
And,
Why do you think that? Why do you think that God made Adam and Eve? What's your? So you believe that God made Adam and Eve? right?
Yes.
So what is your beliefs on why He made them?
Because they're just perfect for each other, perfect
Yeah.
partner for each other, and God doesn't make mistakes. So I don't. That's why I think that.
So you believe that if you put a man and a man married together in a home, you believe that is wrong.
Yeah, I believe that's wrong.
All right. And vice versa with girl on girl.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, so what's your name?
I'm Jacob Hayward. I'm a junior.
And what's your name?
Parker Mason, a junior.
Nice. So I have a question for you guys. Are you for or against same-sex marriage?
I'd say I'm against it.
And what's your reason for that?
I mean, if you kind of think about it, I think like if how everything started, it started with a guy and a girl, and how if like you say the world in a couple hundred years that everyone was gay and like girls and boys, like how are you gonna have kids? I don't know. I just think I'm against it, to be honest with you. I don't think you could like go off of it.
That's good.
Yeah,
What about
I
you?
would say the same thing. You know, like you got to reproduce somehow. You got to keep it going. Like there's a cycle that we started with, and there's going to be the same cycle that we end with. So
All right, that's good. And so besides Adam and Eve, how do you think it's right? Like if you're a kid, let's say, how would you want your kids to grow up?
I mean, I want my kids to have a good mom and me be a good father, obviously. I mean, I don't know, to be honest, like how someone else I can't like really respond because I grew up with a mom and a dad. I don't know what it was like for two people to have a mom and a mom, or a guy and a guy. I can't tell you what that's like, but I don't know. I think it would be different for sure because you have that aspects of growing up with your mom and your mom always being there for you, and then if you're a guy like me, you always have your dad, like, you know, play baseball with them or football. It's like
Yeah.
something that you do growing up.
yeah,
It's
'cause, I
like
mean,
it's part
What
of
about
that.
you?
yeah, because I grew up in a very like traditional household where it's like you had your dad for certain things and your mom for certain things. Where like I don't know if you had either two dads or two moms, it'd be weird just because like you wouldn't be able to do certain things with two moms or two dads. I feel like you got to have both your mom and your dad.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Chloe Castillo.
So and what's your name?
My name is Cooper Chadwick.
Are you guys for or against same-sex marriage?
Against.
Okay, I'll wait. Can you guys give me reasons why? Well, starting with Cooper. Give me a reason why you are against same-sex marriage.
I believe our nation was founded upon Christianity. So was my livelihood, pretty much growing up, along with my past generations. So I plan on keeping it that way, and I don't think it should be put upon us to enable the same sex to get married by law in the court of God. So God bless and amen.
So what are your views, Chloe?
I think that it's a personal opinion, but my opinion is that marriage is between a man and a woman. And so if you believe different, then that's your thing, and I encourage you to do what you believe in.
I believe in Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Well, thank you very much. You guys have a good day. So what's your name?
My name is Gus Johnson. I'm a senior at Rim of the World High School.
I'd like to ask you a question. Are you for or against same-sex marriage?
Completely against same-sex marriage. It's disgusting.
Can I ask why?
Because it's simple. It's like man and a woman. It's written in the Bible. Man and woman, not women and women and man and man. You know, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
So other than that, what could you say? If you look at it in a kid's perspective, let's say...
Kid's perspective?
Let's say you were... Okay, no, take that back. You're going to have a son or a daughter eventually. How would you feel if they're walking in school? What would you want them to experience in a same-sex environment?
Well, I don't want them to be open to the fact that everybody thinks it's okay. I don't think it's okay whatsoever. But like just as friends is fine, but not like in any intimate relationship type of way. So my kid's going to an all-boys school if he's a boy. It's going to be a good Christian boy.
All right, well, thank you very much, Antoine.
You're welcome.
So what's your name?
Angela.
And can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you for or against same-sex marriage?
Against.
Can you tell me why?
Because I think it's a little weird if two females like each other or two men.
And why do you think that's weird?
Because you can't really do anything, like, you can't have kids.
Can't have kids?
Yeah, and we need that.
Well, let's say you have a daughter or a son when you're older. How would you want them to grow up? Let's say with the public school system. How would you want them to view same-sex marriage?
Against it?
And how you would raise them to be against same-sex marriage?
Yeah. Boys are with girls and girls are with boys.
Okay, thank you. All right, so what's your name?
My name's Chris Caton, and I'm for same-sex marriage.
Tell me why.
Tell you why. I feel that people should be allowed to do and express their feelings for other people if they want to. And there is ways you can go about it in a more respectful manner. I mean, they don't have to go into the church aspect of marriage, but they could get married under the state. So, like, you wouldn't be offending anybody under the, like, marriage laws or anything or whatever it's called, that, like, the whole, like, big, like, I don't know, the fight about it.
Yeah,
but it's just, like, I don't know, I feel like just kids should, not kids, but like people should be able to feel comfortable on their, like, who they are as a person, so yeah, I'm for it.
All right, thank you very much, Chris.
Hi, Diego.
Hi, Paige.
So what is your opinion on same-sex marriage?
My opinion on same-sex marriage is it's very positive. If people love someone and they want to have an enjoyable time with them, they should be allowed to do it. I like girls, and if a guy likes a guy, that's fine, because more girls for me.
We're back with Senator John McCain, and so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room. By the way, I was planning on having a ceremony anyway this summer, even though it wasn't legal, but I feel that at least I get to celebrate my love. And then it just so happened that I legally now can get married, like everyone should.
I saw where someone even registered you.
Someone, yeah, illegally registered me, but yeah, I'm obviously excited, and to me this is only fair and only natural. And what are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are that I think that people should be able to enter into legal agreements, and I think that is something that we should encourage, particularly in the case of insurance and other areas, decisions that have to be made. I just believe in the unique status of marriage between man and woman, and I know that we have a respectful disagreement on that issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think that it is looked at, and some people are saying the same, that blacks and women did not have the right to vote. I mean, women just got the right to vote in 1920. Blacks didn't have the right to vote till 1870, and it just feels like there's this old way of thinking that we are not all the same. We are all the same people, all of us. No, you're no different than I am. Our love is the same. To me, what it feels like, just you know, I will speak for myself. It feels when someone says you can have a contract and you'll still have insurance and you'll get all that, it sounds to me like saying, well, you can sit there, you just can't sit there. That's what it sounds like to me. It feels like it doesn't feel inclusive. It feels isolated. It feels like we are not, you know, we aren't owed the same things and the same wording. So.
Well, I've heard you articulate that position in a very eloquent fashion. We just have a disagreement, and I, along with many, many others, wish you every happiness.
Thank you. So you'll walk me down the aisle? Is that what you said?